existence is a cauldron of pressure, and that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Charlottesville, home of the Virginia Cavaliers. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the Virginia Cavaliers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Cavaliers will kick it away to start us off. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Georgia Tech's offense will have the ball first. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, defense is starting to make a comeback. Like, I'm excited about this new era of football. Like, we're seeing better tackling, and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in, and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of the football. And they don't have to change a lot week to week. This defense dominates. They do what they do, and they don't care if you know it. You can't do anything against them.
Back to throw, it's Knowles. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. All right, guys, let's talk about Jordan. Big moment in recruiting last week. 4-star defensive back gives a verbal commitment. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Obviously, the adjustment of speed is a big deal, but that's why you go get a 4-star guy like this. I mean, he's got speed. You play so many DBs at one time. This is a position I feel like you can transition to college really well. The expectations for him are going to be high.
Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
Man, and we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him move him inside. You see him move him outside. You see him move him in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll go to the ground. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. The Yellow Jackets come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to power their way ahead. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
And I think on that last run play on third down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team, and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
Back to throw. It's Knowles. Pressure coming. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. They grab the early lead.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. An 84-yard drive there. And they finished it with an explosive play in the passing game, scoring from 47 yards out. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Virginia's offense will take the field for the first time. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot. Not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. But, Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
This is going to be an incredible matchup that's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game on the calendar because they knew that they were going to be facing it. Two guys we know are going to play at the next level, but I think this is probably one of the better individual matchups we're going to see all season.
Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. The Cavaliers moving quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Makes the grab, gets the foot down, just precision execution on that big play.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. That'll bring him to within 4.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Dropping back, it's Knowles. Going to try to pop one on the screen. At the 35, he's got room. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
Draw play, quarterback keeps it. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him. And the Yellow Jackets now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats and he's shuffling and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but hey, batting it away, it's a big-time play.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
It's been a tale of 2 drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up 1 first down, but really nice job there on that 3rd down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be back. And down he goes at the 9. How about this job by the defense? A well-disguised blitz by the free safety results in a sack.
And you don't blitz the free safety much because he's a guy that stays back usually. But what do? You said well-disguised. That's what you got to do. You got to make it look like you're dropping for a pass, bring the blitz. Offensive line was full. He comes flying through there, untouched, gets the sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And I think a lot of people are going to look at that drive, and first of all, the drive was awful. They're all going to look at the drive and say it was awful, but how about the giving up on 3rd down? I mean, you got 3rd and long, and you try to sneak a run in, and this drive, this possession, it was disastrous for the offense, and now you just hope you have...
And he loses the football. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession.
Turnovers coming. Different shapes and sizes, and they come at different points in the game, and they come from different parts of the game. On special teams, to get a turnover, man, that is huge.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Finds the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Cavaliers want to move quickly. Unloads to the right. He's got it. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. He'll throw on 3rd down. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
4th down coming up. Number 18, on to punt it away.
They punt it away on 4th down. And that one will find its way into the end zone for a touchback. That's the end of the period, and Georgia Tech has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats.
Virginia, 3.
Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. To the air, it's Knowles. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
How about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
The Yellow Jackets are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. He's looking downfield to throw. He tries to take the top off. It's caught. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. And the Yellow Jackets have it with a 1st and 10. They go to the ground. Past the 45. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The Yellow Jackets are marching down the field. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Firing to the right, complete. There he goes. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. And the Yellow Jackets trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, you could make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. South Carolina looks lost today, and boy, does it show right now on the scoreboard. Almost like the coaching staff spent the week in Hilton Head instead of the film room. They're trailing by 17 to Missouri. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition, and if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Quickly out to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Gets it out fast. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down. The Cavaliers want to pick up the tempo.
You knew coming into this game, if they throw completions and get 1st downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go faster, seeing it here.
Going downfield for the big play. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Takes it the other way. They'll make the stop on the return at the 38-yard line as this defense records an interception.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And here's a fumble way behind the line. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion, like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
Looking downfield, it's Knowles. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Finds his back in the middle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap them up, way to know where the sticks are. Now put you in a successful position for 3rd down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, putting more speed, more little fast guys on the field.
Here's the pressure. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen. with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete to the left.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. They are dialed in on this drive, a couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed behind the line, it's McGee. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Back to pass. And they can't make the connection. From the defense, they knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And the Cavaliers decide to punt it away. And that is how a punter helps out his defense, hitting them deep in their own territory. This offense is so deep, it's teetering on the edge of a safety. To throw, it's Knowles. Pulls it in, it's Washington. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
The running back has it. Running to Green. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Gonna run it. It's Maddox. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense is locked in this game so far. They've been shutting this offense down. I think one of the biggest reasons why is they are not letting this running back do anything in this game. They are trying to make them one-dimensional. They're being physical close to the line of scrimmage. They've had a really good game plan, and they are executing beautifully.
Pulls it in. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
Well, this quarterback, I think, has earned the right to take shots here late in the first half. They've had a lot of success. They've got the lead. They're not going to play it safe. He's going to make good decisions, and when he has opportunities to throw strikes, he's going to hit those throws.
The Yellow Jackets with the 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the big fella. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Grab near the sticks. It's Powell. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half.
Here we go, here we go.
The run to the left. Slithers into space. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Charlottesville. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering two things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? And with that, let's send it back to the guys at the Carl Smith Center and Scott Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And the Yellow Jackets will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
The Cavaliers in the hurry up.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And this defense is just simply not playing around. They've got a big lead, and they're not playing big prevent coverages, bend, don't break. They're just going to let this offense dink and dunk the ball down the field and waste time. Third play of the drive, they get a sack. They're staying aggressive, and they're getting after this quarterback.
Finds his tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They can really use a conversion. Not to mention, quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Cavaliers line up to punt it away. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He'll field the punt. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 22. On the run, it's Maddox. Gets it past the marker. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Might be calling a hot route. Back to pass. It's Knowles. Under fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Quickly complete. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking it.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Finds his big tight end. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
The Yellow Jackets have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Off play action. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42. And the Yellow Jackets kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Leaves it with the back. Past the 1st down marker and still running. Turning it on.
That far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown run.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on the extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's recap that Big 12 matchup that just went final moments ago. Houston had an impressive showing at home today. And I know the fans there in Clutch City are ready for hoops, but pay attention to what's happening on the gridiron too, people. Big 12 football at its finest, gentlemen. Just when you think you have things figured out, a game like this happens.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. Unless you have somebody ready to do his best Tom Brady impression, down 28-3 is no fun, and they have to get something going right now. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? They get the completion, and that's one thing, Jesse. If you're going to get this guy on the ground, you better come in to make the tackle like you mean it.
Man, that was a heat-seeking missile coming in there. He knew he had a lot of work ahead of him with that big fella making the catch. Nice tackle.
What will they dial up on 2nd, and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. He's got his man across the middle. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
The Cavaliers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. He's going to throw deep right side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the 3rd quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And it's been a long day. I mean, there's not much to point out that this offense has done well. They're behind huge, and they got no shot if they can't somehow find a way to protect their quarterback.
And the Cavaliers will call on their punt team. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Delay of game. Offense.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. He wants to throw it. Here's a heat. Punts it out of the air. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Going to the running game. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Gets drilled as he throws the big pressure on 4th down, and they'll get it back. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Going right to work up top. It's complete to the right. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. When you see all those defenders around your intended target like that, just throw it in the ground or throw it away. I mean, that's a completion that loses yards. You're just hurting your offense there.
The Cavaliers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Setting up the screen.
Man, on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
And the Cavaliers need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Intercepted for the 11th time. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
I like it. It's like laying up on a par 5. There's no time and no place for that. We don't need that, all right? Take your shots. It's 3rd and long. I don't need to throw it 17 yards short of the stick. Nice job taking a shot down the field, trying to get the 1st down through the interception, but no harm.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. He lobs one high down the left side. He's got it. Here he goes. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here's the handoff. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Georgia Tech has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Quick handoff. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Catch in the middle. It's Powell. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. South Carolina is on the wrong end of a one-sided affair today, and if you'll pardon the pun, the Chickens are going to come home to roost this week in Columbia. They're trailing by 28 to Missouri. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Using the quick game. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the 4th quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. The Cavaliers will line up to punt it away. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6th time tonight. On his way back from the 20. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Got enough for the 1st. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Right back to the well. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Going Gonna sling it on second down. Makes the grab. He's knocked out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 44.
Routes like that are great times to be quarterbacks. I got great, fast, speedy guys on the outside. Quick drag route, get the ball in his hands, let him do the rest.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Handoff to the lone back. Nice move to pick up yardage. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And that's the problem with blitzing on defense. You live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. Defense dialed up the pressure, but the offense had a better play call. They ran it away from the blitz, and that's why they were able to be successful.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
42 Spider. 42 Spider.
Trying play action. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
Play action does so many things. When you run the football and have success, it slows everybody down. Not just the linebackers and the safeties and make them come up, but the defensive line. They're thinking run as well, slows down the pass rush, gives me a little bit more time to develop routes and make it really easy on my quarterback.
And the Yellow Jackets have it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The give to the tailback. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. He might want another play. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Makes the grab. He steps out of bounds, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
Moves.
Trying to pound it in. And the defense stuffs the run, and the ball will remain at the 2.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Got it back on 2nd and goal. Trying to bully their way in. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. At this point, it really hasn't been your best day. Just try to find something to build on here at the end, David.
Just try to keep fighting. Show your kids you're going to keep fighting. Keep throwing the football. Try to get some points up. Palmer, points have been at a premium. They haven't scored very much, but keep fighting, man.
Yeah, and just, try to find things to build off of for next week as well, right? I mean, it's all about continuing to improve week in and week out. So whether that's identifying...
Lost one deep down the right side. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
They reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible, but when you have that kind of record, the possibilities seem limitless.
What a great way to start the season. The best way possible, right?